I feel like I'm being gaslit. That's what I feel like. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name's B. This is Gig Money Madness. I'm getting a late start. It's already 11:42. I went to a flag football game this morning for my great nephew, so I spent time there. But I'm not too worried today about my goal. I only have to make $105.09 today. It should take me about 5 hours. I'm hoping less. There was an accident at an intersection along the highway that I live near, and it looks like somebody got T-boned. I don't know if it was the car going slow or the car going fast, but it definitely crushed the side of the car. I don't even think there was an ambulance there, so maybe nobody got extremely hurt. So anyway, I hope everybody's okay. So off to a quick start this morning. I already have my first order, and it's picking up from Pega's Family Restaurant for $17.25, and it's going 9 miles. This 9 miles is the total opposite direction of where I'm usually drive as far as my zone's concerned. So I took it because of the cash flow. I mean, the miles aren't bad for the money, and it does kind of leave me in an area that I could switch zones if I wanted to and just dash up there, but I don't know. That area up there usually isn't very profitable from what I've seen in the past. I think I might try and see if I can make any money up there before I just, head back. So anyway, that's the plan right now. I'm already here at Pega's, so let's go ahead and grab this and be on our way. So here's that accident. The car is way over there that got T-boned. And then that van right there is the one that hit it. Can't see it very good. I can't get too close though. Alright guys, so I just dropped that off. I was about 3 miles away from the nearest hotspot. I decided to go ahead and switch zones, so I'm in a zone north of where I usually work, and the area I like to go to in that zone is called the Legends. So it's like an outlet mall that's outside, but it has tons of restaurants around it, especially some within, but most of them are around it. So I'm going to head that direction and kind of sit there, see if I get something. I did have one offer that came through for $7.25, but it was for Five Guys, and I don't know what this Five Guys is like up here, if it's very fast. I know you always have to wait on fries, so I didn't want to wait on fries, so I declined that one. All right, guys, I've seen enough of the orders up here. I'm going to go back down to my area. It's the same. High mileage, low pay, low mileage, low pay. So everything, everything's just how I remember it. So I am heading back to my zone where I usually dash. It's probably going to take me about 10 minutes to get down there. So once I get there and get my first order, I'll let you know. Alright guys, I am back in my area. I just took an order on Ubereats for $8.46, and it's picking up at Burger King. It shows 5.7 miles on the map, but I was going this direction anyway, so probably by the time I pick that up, I'd say there's going to be about 2 miles left, if that, to the drop-off. So Alright guys, so I've done 2 orders in the first hour and maybe 10 minutes. I'm sitting at $25 and some change, so I'm a quarter of the way there. All right, got my next one. This one's on Doordash, picking up at Chipotle for $7, and it's going 2.9 miles, so nice little trip. I'm not very far from Chipotle, so let's go grab that and be on our way. All right, guys, I have that Chipotle on board. Oh, thank you. And for some reason, my camera didn't work, so I didn't get the pickup at Chipotle. When I got back out to the car, though, Doordash sent me an add-on for $6 going 2.3 miles, and it's picking up from Tropical Smoothie Cafe. So I'm gonna go grab that one, and I'm not sure which one we're dropping off first. I don't remember which one was closest. I think it was the Chipotle was the closer one, so let's go get that on board and we'll find out. All right, after dropping off those last two orders, that stacked order, I'm sitting at $38.71. All right, guys, I got my next order. Ubereats came through this time, picking up at Applebee's for $11.16, and it's going 3.8 miles. So that's an excellent order. I'm good with the area that it's going to. I should be able to pick up another order over there, hopefully bringing me back this way. It's over $10, so it does stand a chance of it even increasing more than the $11.16, because Ubereats hides tips just like Doordash does. Hopefully they'll have it ready. Sometimes they don't, but it doesn't look like it's a very big order. It's just 5 items, so yeah, let's go grab that and be on our way. So I was about ready to back out, and they come running out with the actual other half of my order. So I guess I should have been paying more attention to what they handed me, because when I looked in the bag after they gave me the other stuff, all I had was the salads in that bag. So yeah, that I should have caught that. Alright guys, on my way to drop off the Ubereats order, picked up a Doordash order at Good Sense. It was for $8.50, taking me back down to the area that I wanted to go. I didn't get a screenshot of it, so I don't remember the exact mileage on it. So I think it was just a couple miles, like 2.7 miles or something like that. Got a little bit of dirty multi-apping or dirty stacking, whatever you want to call it. Let's see. All right, there it is. Which I love to do. I miss doing that, so I'm trying to do more of that. Thursday I had a couple of opportunities to dirty stack, and I was like almost 20 bucks a pop. So you can make money a lot faster by dirty multi-apping. You just got to make sure that they're going the same direction. Or like this one, I picked it up on the way, gonna drop this one off. It was only a minute away to the drop off for the Uber Eats, and then I can head directly down to drop off the Doordash. So it was perfect. Alright guys, I got that one dropped off and they met me at the door, and of course something was missing on the order. They missed the drink, so I missed the drink. It was part of like a combo, but it didn't even show like what the customer wanted as far as the drink. So that is an easy thing to miss. You know, I always try to review the order before I go in there or as I'm sitting there, but I just totally missed it. I offered to go back and get the drink for them, but they said, no, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. They'll just call Uber Eats and work it out with them. And then they also said they'd still give me a 5-star review. They were very nice about it. The other thing on that order then was there was a note in the comments that said, please add a 64-ounce margarita onto the order. They said the button wasn't working in the app or something like that. And so I mentioned it to them while I was standing there, and they said, oh, no, that's an old note from like back at COVID days or something like that. So that's been like there for 2 years. You know, either they can't figure out how to take it off, or they just forget to take it off every time. But I told them, I said, anyway, it doesn't do any good to put those types of notes in there because we can't add to the order anyway. All right, I got that dropped off. I wasn't able to record the drop off. It was a meet at door, but the guy, he was actually like standing at the end of his driveway practically waiting for me. So I didn't want to weird him out by turning on the camera. Anyway, no drop off action. Oh, you guys, I am so disappointed. I got a $29 order on Uber Eats. It was going 20.7 miles. It was going to take 32 minutes to do. And, you know, I'm telling you today about this cash flow versus, I guess, really money to miles ratio that we always talk about. But sometimes it's worth driving the miles for the cash flow. So that's kind of the point I'm trying to make today is when you can do a $30 order in a half an hour, yeah, you might have to drive back a little bit to get into your zone, or, you know, if it's a decent zone, you can always just switch zones until Doordash gives you an order taking you out of your zone, which you know they're known for doing, right? So, yeah, you're saying, oh, but that would be like 40 miles for $30. And I'm sitting here thinking, yeah, but you got it done in an hour, you know, if at the most an hour. So like I would have had to come back maybe 10 to 12 miles on that. But to me, it would put it almost at the $30. So it'd be like $1 a mile. So that's the point I'm trying to make, is sometimes in my book, you guys can do what you want, but when there's highway miles involved and a high payout like that, that was at a Carrabba's restaurant, and that's a very high paying restaurant. So it probably would have been more than the $29, maybe not much, but a little bit more. You know, it might have been 34 or something like that. So, but to have that much money in your pocket within an hour, especially this time of day at 2:30, around 2:30ish, I'm like, why not? So anyway, just something for you to think about, you know. You don't have to do that like on every single order, you know, but if you get a great payout like that and it's going some miles and it's only going to take you about an hour to do it, I look at it as money in my pocket, because you don't know if in the next hour you're going to make $30, right? So I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. Do you take orders like that just for cash flow sometimes? And like I said, I'm not talking about every order. I'm just talking about like ones that have a huge payout with some miles to them. And today I'm trying to get this done as quickly as possible, which I mean I try to do every day, but since I don't have very much money to make today, I was just trying to get it done really quick. So, you know, $30, that, man, that would have put me about $30 or so away from my goal, and that would have been fantastic. I can't believe they canceled it on me. Anyway, I'm trying to get my next order. I'm still devastated from the last one. I was so excited too. All right, I'll let you know when I get my next one. All right, so after that Good Sense order, then I'm sitting at $50.29, and like I said, it's about 2:30ish. All right, I'm probably gonna go grab something to eat. That's what I was gonna try and do here at McDonald's, but the drive-through lane's so long, I don't wanna wait in it. So I'll think of something else to grab. All right, as soon as I get my next order, you guys are gonna be the first to know. Spark in my area has started doing the 3 stacks on a trip, and you know, the initial the initial plus from them was, oh, you drivers will make more money doing more orders at one time. They make it sound like you're gonna make more money off of these orders, but when I look at the orders, you know, there's 4 stops. One of them is the Walmart store, but most of them are like under $20, like $15 or under actually. If I'm doing 3 stops, I want like $25 to $30, not 15 or under. So those of you that are Spark drivers, let me know if that's in your area and what your thoughts are, because I keep wanting to take Spark orders, but everything is these, you know, 3 stacks of orders for $15 or under, and I'm like, I'm gonna spend an hour doing this and you want me to make $15? I don't think so. So, you know, and maybe I'm just getting all the crappy orders because I don't do Spark enough, and my acceptance rate is probably at 2% or 6% or something like that. So, I don't know, you know, I feel like I'm being gaslit. That's what I feel like. Tell me what you guys think. Am I wrong? Set me straight if I am. Okay guys, got my next order. I'm picking up at Sephora in the mall, and it's for $19.50 going like 13 miles. So it's just 2 orders that I'm picking up from here. It is going to the Missouri side a little bit, but it shouldn't be too bad. Like I said, I'm just trying to get the cash flow today and get this done as quick as possible. So, and you know, maybe I'm looking at this wrong. You know, maybe I am looking at this wrong. Maybe, you know, driving there and then back into your zone and doing all that is more time consuming. But I look at it as, like I said, if it's only going to take me an hour to do it, this one won't take me an hour. It'll probably take me about 40 minutes, if that. So, you know, if it takes me 40 minutes to get everything dropped off and back in my zone, then I'm okay with that. Alright guys, I got those two dropped off. Took me right at an hour to get everything dropped off. So it took me longer than I thought it would. And I think it's mostly because from the store to the first stop, it was pretty much all highway. And then from the first stop to the second stop, there were stoplights all the way across. So, and I pretty much hit every red light there was. So it did not go by very quickly. So anyway, I'm going to just go ahead and drive back into my zone and try to finish up my $100. So as soon as I get back in my zone and get an order, I'll let you know. Alright guys, I had a tip come in for the Ubereats picking up at Applebee's, and it went up from $11.16 to $15.70. So that was nice. And then for the day so far, that puts me at $82.41. So I still have about $23 to make for the day. All right, guys, I've been back in my zone for about 10 or 15 minutes, and I finally got an order on Doordash. It's picking up from Red Lobster, and it's going 10.5 miles for $16.50. So that puts me within about $6.18 of my goal for the day. Alright guys, finally got my last order. Ubereats finally came through with it. I was heading south to see if I could get anything down there, and they finally sent me one. I had to do a quick UE to come back north. So the order is picking up from Oishi Sushi for $8.76, and it's going 2.4 miles. So I'm here at the restaurant, so let's go in and grab it. So I got that one off, and just as I was leaving the pickup for that last order, Grubhub sent me a stacked order, and it's for $24.14, going 14.6 miles. But the thing that's even better about it is it's taking me out by my house. So I cannot complain about that. That's an excellent way to end the day. So I'm headed to Lanatai right now. We'll pick that up, and then we'll go pick up the Panera bread, and then we'll head west. Alright guys, both of them are on board. I'm headed to the first drop off. I'm going to have to be careful because both of them are named Travis. I had a Travis E and a Travis W. So Travis E is the Lana Thai, and Travis W is the Panera. So just gotta make sure I look at my restaurant. Well, hey guys, I am done for the day. I surpassed my daily goal by a little bit and my weekly goal by just a little bit. So all in all, it was a pretty good day. It didn't go as quickly as I would have liked, but I think if I had waited for orders that maybe weren't as many miles today, that I probably would have been waiting for a long time. So that's why I just took the ones that maybe had some mileage to them but were decent payouts. I did kind of screw up on that one. Well, I mean, I didn't screw up, just my calculations. Well, yeah, I guess I screwed up on my calculations. So on the Sephora one. So but the other ones were okay. I think the best one that probably would have worked out well for what I was trying to say about sometimes the cash flow is better to consider than the miles to money on some of them, like that Ubereats order that was going to be almost $30 for, you know, I don't remember how many miles it was. So that would have been a good example of that one for sure, probably the best example of one. So and then I didn't get to do it, but anyway, you kind of get my drift that it's not something you may want to do all the time, but if you have a good order or two pop up during the day that has some miles to it, don't be afraid to take them. You know, get that cash flow, get that money in your pocket, because you don't know if you're going to make that in the orders that come up next. So that is probably just my words of wisdom to you when it comes to you know, the miles to money versus cash flow situation. Take and do with it what you want. Some days it works out for you, some days it doesn't, but it's still money in your pocket regardless. So, all right, so that is it for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. Other than that, you guys stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video. Just went in the out of the drive-thru at McDonald's. Turned a little too soon.